Sul, hello, and Labus. Welcome to another episode of the Payne Family Ultimate Decades Challenge. Today, this episode's going to be busy because we have a lot of stuff going on. Today is Friday. It's the third day of 1320, and where to start? Well, I guess today is going to be Esmond's wedding day. If all goes well. I say that now, and now I'm worried it's not going to happen, but I think that today is going to be Esmond's wedding day. So we have to go and ask Heidi for her hand in marriage, and then we need to have the wedding. And I was thinking about where should we have the wedding, because I really love having the wedding here at our little plot, but I've realized that we've never had one at the town center church because Darius had already married Selby before we even... Oh, sorry, buddy. I forgot to tell you to go hunting. That's my bad. So Darius had already married Selby before we even began the challenge. Dovile ran off with Harlan, so she didn't have a chance to get married there. Vilkas ran off to Lithuania, so he didn't get married there. And then when Sif got married, we had her get married here. So basically, nobody in our whole family has ever gotten married at the town center church. So I reckon we might do that with Esmond, because it would be nice, I think. Play any instrument, we can do that for you. Additionally, traditionally, our hunting day is on Saturdays, but I don't think we're going to see the main Payne family tomorrow at all. There's a lot of stuff going on. So, I've decided we're just going to do it today. We could give up hunting day, but with rotational gameplay, like we do in this challenge, some things I think just have to be given a little bit more grace to not always be on exactly the same time. And this is one of them. Like, I really don't want our Sims to go without food just because we have to be someplace else. Do you know what I mean? So that's kind of... Oh, hey, Oakley. Ooh, Oakley. Should you hang out with Ava? I mean, you can, but just don't make any trades, okay? You never know what they're going to cost in the end. It's a bit risky. Oh, yeah, but something that I did make a terrible mistake on is I did not do the tax for our harvestables last time. I'm trying to figure out what it is we grew, but basically we didn't do the harvest. That was totally my bad. We're in summer, so it wouldn't have been strawberries. So I'm basically going to calculate the tax for all of the flowers, not orchid because we don't have those, but all of the flowers that we do have. I know that she being Itis had a few of them before, but I also know that I gave some to her in her inventory from Esmond, so that's going to count towards it. So it looks like our harvest is like 1,600. And so it's going to be 20% of that. Yes, another hatchable. Man, these chickens are really coming through for us. They're like, listen, you guys have had a rough time. Let's go ahead and give you some hatchable eggs. And that way you'll be able to have more animals around. Won't that be so nice for you? And I've got to say, I appreciate it. Okay, so the amount of things that we had in our inventory... Oh, yeah, sure, Heidi. Pal, I need you to play with emotion, please. Thank you. So, the amount of things that we had in our inventory for our harvestables came out to being about 1633. So we owe 326, which means that we'll be left over with about 15,377 simoleons. Oh, it's because... Dang it. It's because she just spent money. Did she spend 150 simoleons on that cross stitch? Okay, there's another 150 to make sure. I'll go back and check later, but it won't be now because I can't do the math and I wasn't looking close enough. Okay, Huxley, are you almost done with this physician? No, not really. Okay, lady. Oh, we can just ask Heidi over to propose. Heidi, would you like to come over? I'm gonna play the guitar too. Okay, I guess. I mean, if you really want to. Actually, Dovile, do you mind making yourself useful and harvesting everything? Thank you. And then do you mind gathering some water? And then go ahead and come out here. Propose a crazy scheme. Maybe we can ask how her day is going. That would be nice. Actually, I completely forgot we have a garden, which is funny. Whoopsies. Gonna need someone out here waiting and evolving. And why didn't you do the things? Where's Heidi? Where's Heidi gone? Maybe we can discuss our interests, talk about the sunny weather. You know, ask how her day is going, blow a kiss maybe, and then maybe we can, like, you know, nope, not first kiss because that will put her off. We will, please don't propose before all of these actions. And then now, break up, don't sass me, Esmond. Oh, it's because he's going through that mean streak, isn't it? Okay, Esmond, now is the moment. She said yes. She said yes. I don't think they'd have that kind of a ring, but excellent. Great work, you two. Why are you... We're going to ignore that. We're going to ignore that. We're looking for a nice screenshot for us. Okay, excellent. So that is done, and that's wonderful. It's already 3. Okay, we're engaged, and that's great. We appreciate that we're engaged. You're still doing that. You're still doing that. You're still over here. Yes, everyone's doing their jobs. Sorry, Esmond, I know that you're freshly engaged, but this is an all hands on deck situation. So come on over here, help us out, and then we will head off to your wedding. Man, Dovile is finding all kinds of strange stuff. A large space rock, a scimitar, copper ore. Everyone else just finds like meat and stuff, but she's like, nah, I've got some interests, you know? So we will let these guys finish up with the gardening so that our plants don't die, and then we will head on over for the wedding. The wedding of the sanctuary, the wedding of our heir to his lady love, Heidi. Aww. Oh my gosh, doesn't Dovile just look so pretty? She looks just like her mom. Oh, our beautiful, wonderful family. Maybe this wedding will work better. Maybe this wedding will work better. Everyone, please take your seats. Now, I can never remember which is the right way for this, so we're just gonna go, walk up the aisle and see if that's right. It might be wrong. Oh, it is right. Good job, Esmond. Okay, send up 2 Sims. Quinn, would you please escort your daughter? Oh, freshly married? Excellent. Love that for you too. Okay, there we go. There we go. We've done the thing. It may not have been the best. I'll admit it. But we've done the thing. Can we please serve crown roast? Is pretty pricey, but let's do it. Who is doing this to these cakes? What is wrong with you people? Gosh, now I have to go through and fix everything? Ugh. Okay, everyone, let's... Time to eat. No, nope, Itis, I see you. Do not. Oh, and do you want to mourn the dead? You're going to have a great opportunity because all of our family members are here. Okay. Dovile, we're really still trying to figure out what your type is. So if you wouldn't mind going around and saying hi to all of the teens who might be around here, if there are any others. He might be a teen. I can't remember. And then Itis, do you want to go? Oh my gosh, is that Edgar? No, it's Adewolf. Oh, Adewolf. Edgar. You can mourn him. And there we go. That's our wedding finished. How nice. Oh, Esmond, are you sitting out here all alone? Just you? Nobody else? It's kind of sad. Oh, you're talking to Sindri? Watch out. He's a bit of a interesting character. You can say hi if you want. Ríonach. Okay, that reminds me. I don't think I ever really explained what was going on in that battle between Earnan and Ríonach. Which, by the way, I might be saying that wrong, but I'm doing my best to say it right. Basically... So I left the battle between Earnan and Ríonach to the gameplay mechanics because that I tend to let fate take over. And like I said last part, Earnan wasn't that great at spellcasting. He had a curse where his spells often failed. I don't know why we just got 800, but we won't have that in a minute. Don't worry. Well, I guess we do get the dowry. Because he's the heir, so he gets plus 500 for the dowry, so it's only 300 that he shouldn't have. And then I guess in addition, there's the 100 for the merchant, so we owe 400 right now. All right, here it is, nothing special, but the newlyweds are going to be staying out here together, and in fact, we need to go ahead and just consummate this marriage, my dudes. We didn't quite get through all of the gardening, so excuse me. Some of you just have jobs to do. Sorry, that's just the way it goes, you know. We live a hard life, and then I'll finally explain about the battle between Earnan and his sister. Okay, so, oh wait, we still owe 400. At least I can do this math. Okay, so the reason why we owe 400, just in case it wasn't clear before, is that we had to pay 1,000 for the marriage cost, which we did when we arranged for the wedding. But for some reason, when the wedding completed, we got given 800. So we got plus 800. However, we do get plus 500 for the dowry because Esmond is our heir and Heidi is bringing that dowry along with her. But we also owe 100 for Merchet. So 100 plus the 300 left over from the dowry leads us with owing 400. There we go. That's kind of what I was trying to say, if that makes any sense. But going back to the point that we were previously discussing, when Earnan battled his sister, I left it to the gameplay mechanics. When I did that, what was really interesting is that Earnan, as we know, wasn't the best spellcaster. He had the curse of failing spells or whatever the case is. And in addition, Ríonach had none. She didn't have any curses against her, but she was also a little bit less experienced with spellcasting. However, Ríonach originally overcharged first. He did as well, but he did quite a bit later than she did, and they both recovered from that. It was their first overcharge. However, When they were close the next time, they were both tasked with casting one last spell, and basically Earnan did his immediately, like the good responsible sim that he was, but Ríonach autonomously chose to do another interaction before doing that. So she did this autonomous interaction with a horse, basically, where she was like petting it or talking to it, and Earnan died while she was doing that. And it also bought her time that when she did do hers, basically, it wasn't deadly to her. Like, she'd bought herself enough time that it no longer was dangerous that she was performing that, and she didn't overcharge the same way that he had, and she survived it. So it's like kind of interesting because it was like a manipulation of the situation so that she had the best odds of surviving while he had the worst odds of surviving. And so it kind of fits her personality because she's this evil sim, and she deceived the game to put off casting that spell and save herself, even though she was the worst spellcaster. And the big issue is that Gree's child that she's carrying is a big issue because there's a curse on the Mackey family that only allows one pair of children each generation, and those two children are destined to fight to the death. So Gree having Earnan's child is going to cause some issues, and we know that it's going to cause some issues, which is why Ava is staying with Gree from now on, basically. And so it's a bit of a complication to the whole situation, but I look forward to seeing how it turns out, and I hope you do too. Anyways, we've got to pop over to London because it is Aiken's wedding day, as well as we have to check on Vilkas and see if he's going to survive, actually. Okay, we'll do that first. So for Vilkas, he's improved his skills along the way in the last couple of years. So he's lost a few numbers. The only numbers that are going to be dangerous to him this time are 9, 13, and 19. So let's see how he goes. Oh my gosh, he cut it really close, but we managed to keep him. So Vilkas makes it back. Vilkas makes it back from the battle that goes on. All right, so we're just checking in with the Miskinus family now that Vilkas is back from his raid. And let's just make sure everyone's doing okay. Hey! Oh. Okay, good. I thought they were acting up again. So in 1320, something happens in Lithuania that's kind of interesting. Basically, it's noted as the 1320 Battle of... I can't say it. It'll be on the screen. The 1320 Battle of Place on the screen. So basically, in July of 1320, Henry of Plotsky, or Heinrich von Plotsky, took 40 knights and a large force of Prussian militia up past Vilnius into the heart of Lithuania. While there, he ravaged the countryside, and while he was doing that, the Lithuanian defenders gathered at the possible retreat points, cutting trees down as barriers for the retreat. Henry, after this, Henry or Heinrich, made his way west, and he drove the prisoners that he'd captured and cattle that he'd taken before him in an attempt to force an ambush on them instead of on his men. But the Lithuanians waited quietly until the Crusaders got to them. When the Lithuanians hit, the Prussian... Elzbieta, can you move? We're trying to look at our family. Ugh. When the Lithuanians hit, the Prussian militia fled into the forest in a panic, and the knights couldn't follow, one, if they wanted to keep their armor, but two, for a practical reason, because they weren't able to physically run off fast enough with their armor on. So they had to stand and fight the forces that were coming against them. Basically, the infantry had fled, and the cavalry was trying to get in, but they didn't have enough room to maneuver, and so they couldn't get in to help out the knights. And basically, at that point, it was just a waiting game. The Lithuanians outlasted them. They basically took the knights out one by one as they fell tired or as they fell to the overwhelming force facing them. In this battle, 29 of the knights died, including Henry of Plotsky. And a few escaped, but quite a few actually ended up getting taken captive, which was not something that they ended up enjoying in the end. There's a story about one advocate of Zambia who'd been in charge of the Prussian militia, and he basically got tied to a horse that was tethered between 4 poles, and they built up wood around him, and he and the horse were burned alive. So it was a little bit of a nasty battle, and it had nasty consequences. Oh, also, Oshra's had a bit of a... She's one of them who looks quite a bit different, I think. She came out with short hair this time, and I kind of thought it suited her. So she's got short hair now. I think it's pretty much the same outfits as it was before, but short hair. So I think that's about it for Lithuania this year. I don't think we have much more to talk about here, and we have a lot of other things to do in London. So I will see you when we get to those 2 families. Well, we are here at the wedding venue that Aiken is going to get married at, because apparently I just can't learn my lesson. So we're going to try and do a wedding. I tried to get the season stuff taken off. It won't do it though. So let us get this show on the road. Aiken, you're the last one, buddy. Why don't you come over here and sit down? This is sort of like a common person's church. I think that the church that Gree got married in, she got married in the fancy noble people's church, unlike most other people. Oh my gosh, Aiken. Oh, Gree. Let's change that outfit. Okay, this might be the worst. Oh, well, at least he kissed her. This might be the worst wedding yet, but we tried. We tried, and that's what matters. Oh, please don't mourn your sister. What you could do instead is come and serve an assortment. And madam, would you mind having everyone maybe gather for speeches? Maybe you can have your brother give a speech. He's trying his best. Good for you, buddy. Good for you. This is Astrid, I think, Hagen. Well, she's not anymore now. She's a brewer. Brewer. And that's her husband, Leif. I think that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. And Aiken, since we don't play with him very much, doesn't really know a lot of people. And I don't think that he would necessarily know Gree, because she never met Aiken. Harlan and Dovile moved to London in 1303, which was the year that Gree became a toddler. And Aiken was born after they'd moved to London, so she's never met him before. But I wonder if, for example, somebody in town sort of knows his family and then figured out or knows that Gree is part of the same family, just a little bit removed. So I've had her come, and I thought we might go ahead and just, talk to her a little bit. They recognize each other as cousins in the, panel and everything. So I think whoa, he's really getting along with Kennard. So, it's not like a bad thing. I think that it makes sense for them to know each other and get along relatively well. And I think it'll be nice for Gree to know somebody in the city, because her family is like quite a long ways away now. As we can see as well, Gree is really coming along. She's got some big belly going on. That is a big belly. But maybe it's just this dress. Oh, Gree, you're so nice. She just autonomously gave him a loving hug. Now, Aiken also has got 11 baby tries, which is quite a lot. So I hope Astrid is up to the task, but we can all send her positive vibes because it's going to be a bit of a rough go, I reckon. It's kind of nice, all of these guys together, you know, this big family that's starting to grow. We'll pause this wedding here and we'll send everyone home, ourselves included. And we'll go back and see if these two can, you know, get started with his 11 baby tries. All right, you two have got a job. Your job is to go and try for a baby. Thank you. Okay, and now that they've done their duty, we need to pop over to the Jacobson house because it's actually Kennard's birthday for a young adult, so we're hoping he's gonna make it because they did just get married. Okay, so it looks okay. It looks like we're in labor here. So Gree, I'm gonna need you to come up here and have baby. You are fine. Thank you, young sir. Do some shapes. You are also fine. Excellent. Can you play, actually, will you please come and play with her? Like, just keep her busy, please? Oh yeah, I forgot that he made these. Gree! Actually, I don't like where this is. Dang it, I made a mistake. I've made a mistake, everyone. I wanted to have a good close-up of our girl when she does it the first... Oh, it's not her first time. Well, you know what I mean. Okay, Gree, go. Go, Gree. Go. You can do this. Never mind the clipping in your neck. That's just this dress for some reason. I thought that it didn't do it, but I was wrong. Oh, baby's here. Okay, it's a girl. So I looked up Celtic and Irish and Gaelic names because this child isn't going to have the Mackey name. This child is going to have the Jacobson name. That's going to help protect her from the wrath of Ríonach. So we're going to go with a Celtic name, a Gaelic name, Irish name, just as a nod to that ancestry. So when I looked up how to say this, the internet told me it was pronounced Grania, and it means sunshine. So I thought that was a nice name. Mindo. Okay. A boy. Give me a second. Okay, Kieran it is. I've known lots of Kierans. That's how they've always pronounced it, but I could be saying it wrong. I'll check afterwards. Kieran means dark or shadowy, according to the website that I used. So we have sunshine and dark or shadowy. Oh, man, Gree is prone to twins, though, huh? Yeah, she is prone to twins. Where's Kieran? Oh, he came out in a nice little bassinet. Look at that baby. Look at that baby. Go feed him. Oh, yep. Okay. Okay, my bad, Gree. My bad. Baby, I don't know what your problem is. You just came into this world. Oh, another pair of twins. Dang. You know, Gree, I'll give you this. You are dedicated. You are a dedicated lady. I wonder if they're going to be spellcaster babies. Grania and Kieran. Oh. Okay. So we'll have to do the rolls of destiny. I guess we should do Gree first. Our wonderful Gree. A fan favorite for sure. Oh, Gree. This is why people love you. You know? Because what's not to love about you? Oh, Gree. Please be okay. So, since she's had twins again, this gal, Gree cannot roll a 1, an 11, or a 15. So, first one doesn't count, and let's see how it goes. Oh, Gree, You like to cut it. Oh, I have to roll twice. So the first one she's fine on. And the second one she's fine on. Okay, just had to double check. Just had to double check because I was freaked out. So then the question is, will baby Grania be okay? She cannot roll a 1, 5, 7, 10, 12, 15, 17, or 20. Grania is okay. And what about Kieran? Kieran's also okay. So we'll wait and see if these children are going to be spellcasters, and if they are, we'll use several persons' adapted roles. But this brings up an interesting thing that, well, so this is the only pair of children that can be born this generation to the Mackeys, unless they are, shall we say, eliminated by Ríonach, in which case she would be able to bear her own. Ooh, worse. Or worse, she might take them from us. I think, for me, that's worse than them just being gotten. Like, for us, if we lost them, if she stole them from us, to me, that is kind of worse. I don't know if everybody else feels that way, but I'm just saying, like, for me, that's kind of worse. Oh, Gree, I love you. I love you and your little family. Please breastfeed that baby too. Now, Kennard. Eleanor. Oh, hey, Ava. Kennard, do we have a cake? What are you up to, kiddo? Buddy, why don't you... Are you just rolling around trying to cause chaos? Buddy, why don't you go here so that you can meet your siblings? Hello? Why are you sad? Oh, you don't want a sibling? Well, I mean, sorry. Why? You're angry about it too? Oh my goodness. Kennard, I guess it's just gonna be you having your own birthday by yourself, buddy. I like the way that Gree always gives everyone these, like, lifted eyebrows. Okay. Okay. Yikes. One second, children. 1 second. Gosh, this kid, he's already hungry again? Oh my gosh. Listen, buddy, you must be a real chunky guy. Okay, okay. Kennard, go! Whee! So he is generous, loyal, and lactose intolerant. You know what? Okay, it fits. It fits since you've got this issue with being sickly. I'll take it. Now, to age up to a young adult successfully, he cannot roll a 6 or a 14. So let's see how he goes. Oh my goodness, what is with these close calls? He's made it, but geez Louise. Man, this has been kind of a wild day. It's been a bit crazy. So I think we're going to have Gree read her child to sleep. We're going to have Eleanor down here terrorizing the neighborhood, eating her potato and onion salad. Salad. And then, oh my gosh, these babies. We're not going to play here until they're older. Does this kid really need to be fed again? This has to be the 4th time he's been fed. And like his sibling, Grania, has been totally chill. I think that we're gonna leave this part here. In case anybody is wondering, Gree only rolled to have 3 baby tries, so she has done a good job of making the most of them, I'll give her that, but she's only got 1 more baby try left. So let me know if you have any ideas about when we might want to use that try, or should we just leave it up to fate and destiny. But thanks everyone for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this part, even though the weddings were a bit of a mess, and even though having 4 children under the age of 5 is always a mess. And I'll see you all in 1321. Bye bye everyone.